Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving straight into the core mechanics of driving real, measurable marketing ROI. But more importantly, we're going to break down exactly how to navigate the massive, permanent paradigm shifts in consumer behavior we're seeing right now. If you've been trying to figure out how to adapt your investments to a landscape that has fundamentally changed over the last few years, well, you're in the right place. This Explainer is going to give you the exact strategies required to secure your return on investment today.
So, ask yourself, is your marketing investment just a roll of the dice? For decades, a surprisingly large number of professionals secretly felt the answer to this was yes. They kind of treated marketing as a dark art. You know, a game of pure chance, where you throw money at a wall and just cross your fingers hoping something sticks. But today, we're shattering that outdated myth entirely. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, Redefining Marketing Risk. To truly understand how to drive successful marketing ROI, we need to change our entire psychological approach to risk. We have to forcefully reject that casino mentality. Your strategy is not a roll of the dice. When you start defining and isolating the true risk of your investment, you definitively stop viewing your strategy as a gamble. You aren't sitting at a roulette table, you're standing at a drafting table.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how marketing risk and return on investment are actually directly connected measurable variables. Identifying your risk is the mandatory prerequisite to understanding and driving your return. They're just two sides of a very logical scientific equation. Once you properly analyze and map out the risk, you can actively manipulate the return. It's really that straightforward.
Moving on to Section 2, Traditional versus Online Metrics. We've already made the leap from traditional estimations to hyper-specific online metrics. For modern professionals, that's our baseline, right? We've completely transitioned out of the hazy, untrackable nature of older media into a world of hard, quantifiable online data. We don't have to rely on broad guesswork anymore. Actually, scratch that, we can't afford to rely on it because we now have the tools to track the exact life cycle of our investments. And precise measurement eliminates the gamble entirely. Learning to fully utilize online marketing metrics is the definitive method for proving your investment isn't just a game of chance. These metrics, they're like a flashlight in a pitch-black room, giving you the power to see exactly where your investment is going and exactly what value it's bringing back to the business.
All right, Section 3, the post-pandemic paradigm shift.
Let's move to the recent past and see how this builds. Just as we mastered those exact online metrics and established our baseline, boom! A massive global disruption forced a profound paradigm shift. The pandemic completely changed the environment. And what this means is our approach to risk, return, and measurement can no longer rely purely on what worked before. It has to be applied to a completely new reality. And that brings us to Section 4, Contactless Strategy Takeaways. So the crucial point is this. The primary focus today absolutely must be a contactless marketing strategy. Because consumer behavior has fundamentally altered to prioritize safety, distance, and digital convenience, your marketing strategy has to become contactless. If you're applying brilliant online metrics to strategies that still require high physical friction, your ROI is going to plummet. Contactless isn't just a buzzword. It's the absolute operational standard for modern growth. To drive successful marketing ROI today, the flow is actually incredibly logical. First, we identify risk and return as measurable elements. Second, we actively reject that roll of the dice mentality. Third, we utilize precise online metrics to completely eliminate the guesswork. And finally, we aim all of that precise measurement directly at the new reality, focusing entirely on navigating the contactless paradigm shift. It's a seamless sequence from foundation to execution. Now, why does this sequence matter so much to your daily operations? Well, because ignoring the paradigm shift is the real risk here. Think about it. If you stick to the old, unmeasured roll-of-the-dice methods in a world that has already moved entirely to a contactless reality, that is the ultimate gamble. You aren't just risking your budget, you are risking your relevance in the market. Which leaves us with a really vital question to ponder. Is your marketing strategy actually ready for a contactless world? I want you to take the structured knowledge we've unpacked today, the elimination of chance, the power of precise metrics, and the realities of the post-pandemic shift, and hold your own current strategy up to that light. Are you measuring, or are you gambling? Thank you so much for joining me for this Explainer. Keep learning, keep adapting, and I'll catch you next time.